West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Firearms are the #1 cause of death among kids, but we know that healthcare workers can make a huge difference. This is why prevention is absolutely critical. It starts with listening to the community, leaning in on those conversations to better inform what is the approach that you want to take. You are the champions for change. You can be the catalyst for integrating firearm injury prevention strategies into your practice and really benefiting your community. Let's agree to agree that we all have a role to play in ending this crisis.
In Major League Baseball, you could dream with no limits. You could become your hero, steal the show, or even start a new club. You could meet the moment and exceed the hype. You can write a new chapter of history and let your city dream again. This season, anything can happen.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
They have to score here. They're getting underway for it. Walk-off home run.
Here's a shot to the right side.
This is shaping up to be a
Straight left side, too. Welcome to East Tennessee, a nighttime look at Chattanooga. We are north of there, about 3 hours in Kingsport, as we bring you Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament basketball. It's our final semifinal game. The Milligan Buffaloes, who won the tournament last year, await the winner of this game, coming off of an unbelievable viral buzzer beater. Spartanburg Methodist College Pioneers. They'll try to take on the dominant, long-time commanding Reinhardt University Eagles. Welcome inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Glad to have you with us. I'm Gabriel Schry, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne with me. Reinhardt has won 3 games straight. They're 22-6 overall, 19 wins in conference play. Spartanburg Methodist has won 3 in a row. They are 17-13 overall and have 11 wins in AAC play.
The Pioneers represent the ultimate Cinderella, try to pull off yet another upset here in Kingsport, Tennessee.
We're about ready to go between these two programs, what promises to be a fantastic barn burner between these two. We'll get a look at the numbers that have powered them side by side shortly. But right now it's time for tip-off between these two teams in what promises to be a fantastic battle. We'll have it all right here on SCSN. Welcome, it's the Appalachian Athletic Conference basketball semifinal between these two. Gabriel Schry, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne, and glad you're with us for the Reinhardt Eagles and SMC Pioneers. Pioneers on the floor, the starting 5, Traylor, Bell, Hayes, Middleton, Wilson. That's the 1 through the 5 in order. On the other side, it's McCutcheon, Smith, Grant, Van Dyke, and Franklin for Reinhardt. That's the 1 through 5 as the floater pinballs off the heel and won't go, and we get the foul down low.
And immediately the Reinhardt Eagles trying to crash that offensive glass. They do have the size advantage over the Pioneers, so they'll try to use that to their advantage.
Yeah, yesterday we saw Spartanburg Methodist come out absolutely flying. They brought the tempo to Brian. Something we weren't expecting. It'll be interesting to see with just 1 day turnaround if they can do the same today.
And Frank, that's always the interesting part about these tournament situations, when you give your heart and your soul to win that game, especially when you're trying to upset a higher seeded team. Sometimes you run the risk of gassing yourself out too soon.
Absolutely, and with the aggressive nature that Spartanburg play as well, it's not like they will be able to just turn it down. If they turn it down, they'll really lose the edge that saw them beat Brian last night in probably the biggest shock result of the tournament.
Working it all around. She'll pull the trigger. Traylor too strong.
And Haley Traylor was the hero for Spartanburg Methodist yesterday, hitting that game-winning shot.
The other end of the floor. Reinhardt loses it, pulled down by the Pioneers.
Yeah,
they'll move quickly.
We've spoke all week about how much momentum and confidence really affects basketball, and coming off of last night, you can't help but feel Spartanburg will have the confidence. Haley Traylor with that last second game-winning shot, like nothing's better than that, especially as a senior who was 1 second away from seeing her collegiate career over.
Entry feed by Van Dyke down low, won't go off the window for Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin, again, size advantage for Reinhardt along the front lines. They have to take advantage of those opportunities when they can find them.
Pioneers push that all the way through.
This is the third meeting between these two teams. Reinhardt, of course, swept the regular season series against Spartanburg Methodist in 2 games that weren't really particularly close.
Well, they get set down there. A look at the team stats side by side for these two.
Yeah, Reinhardt, they've been so dominant all season long, and they're in the midst of a huge hot streak. They've won 17 of their last 18. Spartanburg Methodist, meanwhile, catching fire here in Kingsport.
Sticking with the fire reference, we spoke yesterday about how Spartanburg had to stay as hot as they could without boiling over, and that's going to be key again in what can already see is going to be a very physical game.
Long pitch up the floor for Reinhardt's Eagles. She kicks it through to the back door, and the foul down low on the baseline.
Yeah, getting in there is Audrey Ekwe-Blah for the first time today, drawing the foul, trying to make her presence felt. I would say the story of those first 2 matchups, the play of Haley Traylor or Destiny Middleton, one of the best 1-2 punches in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, but that pair struggled for Spartanburg Methodist. We'll see if they can get going here in this matchup.
Ekwe-Blah gets the first 84% this season at the line. No surprise to see her knock that down with ease.
Slow it down, says Chloe Van Dyke. She obviously saw last night and doesn't want this to turn end to end. Probably suits Reinhardt more if they can just get control of the game and not let the Pioneers get really into it.
Eagles to the wing. Ekwe-Blah pulls the trigger. It takes a big high bounce and put back off the window by Franklin. Reinhardt leads 4-0, and Franklin's got her first bucket.
We're seeing Reinhardt again trying to take advantage of the size mismatch. Mackenzie Franklin is going to be a big part of that here tonight. Reinhardt, the best defense in the conference.
Pinballed off, big collision down low for Reinhardt's girl.
Yeah, but Reinhardt, the best defense in the conference, #1 in opponents' field goal percentage, opponents' points per game. They put a ton of pressure on teams with their defensive play. Tremendous perimeter defenders and great rim protection on the back end.
Long ball off the mark for SMC's Pioneers. Quiet start, 3 minutes into this, it's 4-0. Eagles.
This has been the ideal start for the Eagles. Not let the Pioneers get going. Don't let them build any momentum.
Off the window, Franklin's fouled. She'll go to the line. And Mackenzie Franklin this season, 65% at the line.
She's a player that's not known normally for her offensive prowess from a scoring standpoint. But I'm going to continue to harp on the size mismatch down low. Mackenzie Franklin on the front line. They don't really have a player that can contain her or Lina Van Dyke just from a sheer size and height standpoint.
First goes as it's 5-0 Reinhardt. Eagles, this rattles and won't drop as SMC can't haul it in. This championship bout is something Reinhardt is very familiar with.
Yes, Reinhardt, no strangers to making it up to this point. Of course, Spartanburg Methodist, they're the new kids on the block trying to establish themselves.
Eagles, entry feed, Van Dyke pitches it across, somehow kept alive. Ekwe-Blah drives, and off the bottom of the backboard, it's hauled in by the Pioneers.
Yeah, that was a nice step through. Couldn't get the layup to go. Spartanburg Methodist still trying to get that lid off the basket.
Attacks and fires, and it rolls off on the Pioneers. Ice cold start for these two.
For sure. They're going to have to find ways to generate good looks offensively. Right now, everything that they're taking is being challenged.
Knifes her way through, stolen. Here we go. Track meet down the floor. Pioneers have it blocked by Van Dyke.
Yeah, that's what Lana Van Dyke does best. Second in the conference in block shots and all defensive team selection this season.
Yeah, Reinhardt have done a really good job at stopping the Pioneers from getting going. It's 8 o'clock on a Friday. The bank is still shut as of now.
Doors are locked. They brought the slider down, you know, those big steel shutters they have. The drive almost had a lane. Van Dyke pokes it into the air and the foul call.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Haley Traylor, just trying to force the issue, see if she can get something up on the rim, going right into the chest of the shot blocker in Van Dyke, drawing the foul.
And Lorenzo, Traylor drew 6 offensive fouls last night.
Absolutely, she absolutely put her body on the line for her team, trying to get them the victory, getting it done on both ends. I was very impressed with the way that she played last night.
Yeah, she was just taking hit after hit, probably responsible for the majority of Molly Brown's fouls. She'd be driving and just get hit by a wall of Taylor.
That pinball's out. Van Dyke hauls it in. So far, low shooting percentage. Reinhardt 1 of 6, 16%. Spartanburg Methodist 0 for 5.
Yeah, but with Reinhardt being the type of defensive team that they are, they seem right at home in this style of game. It turns into a grinded-out contest that has to favor the Eagles.
And Ekwe Blah, the call for Spartanburg Methodist.
Yeah, and you can see there the bench getting into it for Spartanburg Methodist. They're almost out there trapping Ekwe Blah over there on the baseline.
Yeah, they were like a 6th player last night, celebrating literally everything that happened. And I mean, how important is that, having the support from the side? It makes it feel so much easier.
You have to get the clap woo. Drives to the elbow. She likes the wing, and the 3 ball just off the mark. It had the distance. Trying again. The delivery as we get the buzzer.
Yeah, Lana Van Dyke's gonna drop her hands, but no, that was a good call there. Spartanburg Methodist a chance for 2.
Over halfway into this first quarter, and still the bank remains shut.
Look at Tony Campbell trying to negotiate with the referee. Come on. Her hands were up. Come on.
A great coach pleads his case, so I don't blame him for doing so.
We know that Coach Campbell's not afraid of talking or letting his opinions known, even if no one's listening.
I agree. We're going to get one more look at the stats side by side for these two teams entering this game. So 17 wins for the Pioneers, including the buzzer beater, 3 in a row for both of them. 22-6 overall. Reinhardt, 69 points per game, more effective producing offense than the Eagles. Field goal percentage a little lower, 3-point percentage a little lower, and not quite as effective on the glass.
Yeah, but these stats get thrown out the window in tournament time. It is all about what you can do on that particular day. As great as Spartanburg Methodist was yesterday, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I agree. I like that take. You know, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. It's out the window. It's over. All bets are off.
Well, we've said over and over again, Spartanburg are pretty much the perfect tournament team because they can make a game scrappy. In just a one-off is who turns up on the day. We saw that Brian, probably one of the favourites to win the tournament, unable to beat the 7th-seeded team. The bank is open.
Yeah, that takes the lid off the basket for Spartanburg Methodist. Much needed there. Another one, and then they're within 1 possession.
Couldn't get it to go. And they split the difference at the line. Here come the Eagles of Reinhardt. She's got pace. Flip to the corner, all the way out front. Ekwe Blah, bang! Gets that one to go from the mountains of Johnson City, Tennessee.
Reinhardt's so good at finding ways to scrounge together miscellaneous points on runouts and putbacks. when they get those threes to start falling, it becomes so difficult to stop them from an offensive standpoint.
Drives, fires, nothing doing. Kicked back outside and kept alive by the Pioneers. SMC lets it go from 2 steps back, couldn't get it. Another chance, disrupted. Reinhardt pulls it down, rebounded by Smith.
Yeah, a few great looks for Spartanburg Methodist, just nothing doing right now.
Eagles out to the straightaway. They'll try the other side. Entry feed to Ekwe Blah. Pitched over the top to Smith, lost, and Traylor's got it. Haley rolls this over. Now down the floor, SMC's Pioneers miss.
Yeah, Spartanburg Methodist trying to get out on the break and find some points. They haven't been able to score much against Reinhardt's set defense.
Eagles, Ekwe Blah, the give across. Grant fires that from the top of the block. That's a long 2. It's 10-1, a 9-point advantage for Reinhardt, who's threatening a double-digit lead.
And I believe that Maury Grant's development as a scorer has really taken Reinhardt to another level.
3 ball for Haley Traylor. That almost didn't touch the net. It's 10-4.
It was not going to be long before she started to put her mark on the game. We've seen her in the first 2 games literally being the most important player for Spartanburg.
Rattles and goes to the Reinhardt Eagles, who lead 12-4.
Now the game's starting to open up. You see that both teams loosening up a bit offensively.
Smith's got 3 points after that make. Ekwe Blah with 4-3 for Franklin. Traylor with 3 as well. The give, Zybel harassed, hangs on to it.
When you play a game at a tempo so high like they did last night, it must be so hard to turn that around and stay.
Yeah, if they weren't playing in the late game today, that's tough. Now, you play a game like that today, then you have to turn around and play the championship in the early afternoon tomorrow. That's a little different.
Yeah, that's why I call the tournament an absolute war of attrition. You really just got to outlast the other teams, give yourself a chance, and that's where rest and recovery come into play. The team that comes in the freshest is going to have the upper hand.
Shout out to the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center for having the facilities to allow for recovery. A nice pool, hot tub, spa.
Johnson gets it to go.
Yeah, I haven't checked out the spa much.
You know what? I've been here. I've probably spent many months of my life in this building, and I've not been to the pool or the spa.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's decent.
I know what we're doing after this. Crystal Johnson gets it to go.
Not much of a pool guy, are you?
No, I'm not really much of a pool guy. How'd you know that?
Just a good guess.
We had a dude we worked with that had a sticker that said, "I'd rather be at the beach." And I was like, there is no way. This guy's never been to the beach in his life. Why are you lying about going to the beach? Rolls back to the front court.
Diamond Tatum sticking Isaiah McCutcheon's great defense by Tatum.
Blockered away by Diamond. Picked back up. Fired from the straightaway. It's wide. Poked into the air. And Taylor Collins can't get back to it as SMC, the bench, letting us hear it in Kingsport.
For sure, those are the type of defensive possessions that inject adrenaline into your ball club. Diamond Tatum, fresh off the bench, sticking first-team all-conference selection Isaiah McCutcheon's and forcing the shot clock violation.
Could that be the trigger for the Pioneers? We saw they really got up for it. The bench got up for it when they were shouting and really helped them get into the game against Bryan. Not like that, though.
The violation turns it over to Reinhardt's Eagles. They get the free possession. They've got them doubled them up right now, 12-6. Just under 2 minutes to go, still in our first.
Yeah, but you can't have those kind of unforced errors against a team as good as Reinhardt. Against a defense as great as this one, you can't afford to waste possessions.
Dished across. Wing to wing, now the corner. She wants the 3-ball, and Taylor Collins gets that one to go from the banks of the Tennessee River.
Reinhardt's resident three-point shooter coming in off the bench, knocking down the corner triple. Mackenzie Franklin, great off-ball screen to set her up.
Drives, fires, it rattles, rims, and goes. Enough butter to roll.
Yeah, how about Diamond Tatum again? Coming off the bench and giving them so much energy.
Reinhardt Eagles driving the block, Collins pulls the trigger, and this time she's short. A little heat check as we get a tussle to the floor.
Van Dijk getting absolutely flattened there as she claimed that rebound.
Yeah, Reinhardt trying to make do with that size advantage once more. They're now up +4 in the rebounding category. We'll see how Spartanburg Methodist navigates that size advantage going the Eagles' way.
Those rebounds are going to go a long way in this one. Entry feed. Pitch to the side of the floor. It's strong. Reinhardt creates an extra possession again. That's their 5th rebound. Steps back, fires. Strong again. Van Dijk. 3 chances in a row as McCutcheon's pinballs out.
It really allows them to just keep on having more and more attempts by claiming those rebounds. Just get more and more shots on target, and the more shots eventually it's all going to work. And
can't get it.
Destiny Middleton struggles against Reinhardt continues. She had 2 of her worst games of the season against the Eagles earlier this year. Right now, still seeing it tough.
Drives to the baseline, tried to flip it out front, and this one going with the Pioneers on the violation.
Substitution there for Coach Campbell, putting in 2 of his better on-ball defenders, McKinley brothers and Niall Camper.
Couple of super nice pieces, can't stress that enough. Flip forward, and that does it for our first period. Absolutely roars by in Kingsport, where it's 15-8 Reinhardt. Already done with our first period, unbelievably, really. And we are into period 2, where the lead is in the hands, or I should say the wings, of the Reinhardt Eagles, 15-8 over the Pioneers of SMC. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne, what a red-hot start.
For sure, a red-hot start. Not so much offensively, both sides still trying to ease themselves into the ball game, but Reinhardt out in front, their stingy defense showing its colors.
yeah, the Pioneers took a while to get going, took a while to open the scoring, but is that down to poor shooting or good defending? I'll let you pick.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? I got to tell you, I love the energy that Diamond Tatum plays with. She immediately changes the pace and tenor of the game when she enters.
Floater rolls over the side, nothing doing.
Still feels like they need to try to find a way to get Destiny Middleton involved.
Drove and fired, couldn't get that.
Yeah, Naja Gilliam trying to force her way inside. Gilliam, the third leading scorer on this team. She's been a great secondary option behind Traylor and Middleton.
Yeah, she was very good yesterday. I mean, everyone at Spartanburg was. You don't beat second in conference without that.
This does go.
As great as Reinhardt's played defensively, their offense late arriving, that's allowed Spartanburg Methodist the opportunity to hang around in this ball game. It's just a two-possession game. And now Diamond Tatum, she's checking to Zion McCutcheon's not ceding any space. You can tell Diamond Tatum's taking that matchup personally.
Yeah, she even celebrated the foul.
You need players like that, man. You need players like that.
30 seconds gone already, and the second pulls the trigger weak. I like that look right from the side of the floor.
And the glass is off. 1-1. That's going to be a battle between those two.
Yeah, you can tell as McCutcheon's tried to go right back at her and check her on the defensive end. Little tit for tat going on between these squads.
I don't think that'll be the end of that battle whatsoever.
I think when you see a team 3 times, you begin to build, I wouldn't say hate, but a healthy distaste.
Mini rivalries within the court.
5-point game. Still early in this, just starting our second as it rattles off the heel of the iron and won't drop. Reinhardt regathered Ekwe Blah. Dished. McCutcheon's.
Mari Grant re-entered for Reinhardt.
Floater off the window and the foul.
Mari Grant immediately making her presence felt in the game, trying to get downhill. She's a very capable long-range shooter, but if you overcommit to her ability to shoot the jumper, she can put the ball on the floor and get past you.
This goes at the line. Reinhardt, very successful at the stripe this season. Grant, a big part of that, 79% on their trips. She's got 4 points today. Second goes as well, make it 5 as Reinhardt leads 17-10 over SMC. Dished across, Pioneers of Spartanburg. Didn't like the look all the way back out to the straightaway. It's Gilliam. In trouble a little bit, Bell. Floater feed pushed away by Franklin. Pinballs all around and finally taken back by Gilliam.
Reinhardt sitting right now defensively.
Trailer almost hit that, completely covered up.
Yeah, we call that teach tape. That was a teach tape defensive possession. Moving their feet, nobody reaching, no overreach or any unforced errors.
Reinhardt Eagles leading 17-10. Ekwe Blah drives down over the block into the lane. She's fouled and won.
Yeah, getting the hoop and the harm, getting all the way to the front of the rim. Reinhardt, so many different players that can put the ball on the floor and get a bucket. Ekwe Blah, one of the best ones.
Yeah, she just saw that space and she took it. I like players that are happy to embrace the contact as it comes, not shy away, still get a shot off.
She's already hit her average in the season for points in a game at 6.
For sure, but she's had some big games coming off the bench for Reinhardt this year. One of their top reserves and a major option for them offensively when she's on the floor.
Dished.
Chloe Van Dyke checking Haley Trailer. That's a lot of size and length that Trailer's not really used to.
Trailer retreats all the way back to the front court with the orange.
Van Dyke's guarding her all the way out to the three-point line.
Haley takes it, tries to find the lane, disrupted, and Reinhardt gets the takeaway. McCutcheon's were on the floor.
There was absolutely no movement in front of her at all. It was 4 statues just watching Trailer and going, yeah, go on, help us out, like you have done the whole time, but...
Yeah, but there's not many teams that are capable of putting a player standing at 6 feet, 6'1" like Van Dyke that can stick with her on the perimeter.
Ekwe Blah off the glass, can't get it. Pioneers will reverse ends of the floor. A little bit of room, they hit the E-break. 3-ball strong.
Trailer has to take advantage of getting good looks like that one.
The call at the center of the floor, the Van Dykes will carry us down to the other end. Reinhardt leading 19-10. Their pace has been really good so far against these Pioneers. In a barn burner, we'll take a look at our schedule from all 3 days of the tournament next. This is a look back look at day one of the AAC basketball tournament. And Spartanburg Methodist, the only women's team left alive that played on day one. They were able to win on Wednesday 64-46 over Union and advance to day two of the Appalachian Athletic Conference basketball tournament. Last night, if you look at the very bottom of that schedule, second from last, a buzzer beater, a barn burner. If you're not familiar, Bryan College, an iconic AAC basketball program, one of the best in America in women's basketball, took them down with a buzzer beater. Haley Traylor hit it at the death, 69-68 the final, and a victory over Bryan. And that brought us to today, which is where we stand in our final game of day three. The winner of this goes on to play the Milligan Buffs, the reigning champions.
For sure, Milligan trying to go back-to-back, but Reinhardt and or Spartanburg Methodist, they're going to stand in their way and provide a worthy challenger.
Yeah, I think Spartanburg needs something to reignite them to the level that they were yesterday. The tempo was mad. They were all up for a fight, all up for the scrap. I'm not sure if they've been able to reach that level. If they're just drained, they played 2 games in 2 days. This is their third.
Ekwe Blah pitched it to the corner, and the three off the mark. Kept alive, another chance for McCutcheons and the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles still trying to find the range from deep.
3-ball rattles and rolls off the front where Franklin tries to clean it up. Still alive. She shovels it over the top. Nothing doing. It remains 19-10. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne here with you on SCSN. We're glad you're with us, but my goodness, we have just got a track meet going on in our final game of the day.
Yeah, Reinhardt, they didn't particularly shoot the ball well in their game yesterday against Johnson. Right now, it is still a struggle for the Eagles.
Yeah, if they're to get through to the final and face a very strong Milligan team, they'll have to hope that they can get back to their usual level of shooting, because Milligan are no joke.
Well, we're going 20.
Yep.
Change.
What was that on? 20. Okay.
Ekwe Blah catches the foul as this goes. It's her first of the game as Franklin hauls it in. Ekwe Blah trying to get some revenge off the glass. It's short. SMC furiously pulling at the basketball on the edge of the block.
Yeah, Ekwe Blah's just got that something special about her. She's happy to just drive. She's a bit of a showman type player. Quite a big fan.
Yeah, great at getting to the rim. Also a nice shooter for them. Gets it done in a variety of different ways as a playmaker for both herself and others.
Ekwe Blah is 100% playing her best basketball right now.
Well, the best players peak when they need to.
All the way over the top. McCutcheons drives, wants to fire. Diamond Tatum defended her away. Franklin to the straightaway. Tatum pitches it. Van Dyke. Chloe couldn't hang on to it as it's hauled in by Traylor.
Great defensive possession by Spartanburg Methodist. Reinhardt still struggling offensively.
Reinhardt uncharacteristically disrupted by this SMC Pioneers team. Now they pitch it to the other end of the floor. All alone, off the glass it goes. The Eagles lead 21-11 with 5.5 to play in our first half.
For sure, a beautiful hit-ahead pass by Audrey Ekwe Blah. She's been major for Reinhardt coming off the bench today.
SMC Pioneers, obviously a lot of time left in this first half, but you'd really like to see your team respond here if you're a Pioneer. 3-ball from the corner, banged out. I thought she had it.
Yeah, that would have been a whale of a response, much needed for the Pioneers.
Stolen down the floor. Pioneers hit a head pass, floater and the foul. Van Dyke can't believe it.
Yeah, I think she might have a case. And Coach Campbell has to be worried. He doesn't want to get ejected from this game.
Yeah, he's not afraid to show some emotion as Coach Campbell. That's both Van Dykes up to 2 fouls for very similar things now.
But I do think that Chloe Van Dyke has a case. Felt like a bit of a bailout call. Shaylin Hayes changed her shot in the air. She really didn't need to. I think the official was expecting foul. He was expecting the contact, anticipating it. Nonetheless, a chance for Spartanburg Methodist to claw into this lead.
The ball does not lie. Still going in.
Taking her time getting these off. This is Shaylin Hayes at the line. She's got a point. Banged out on her.
So I was going to wait until both free throws were shot before I said that, but
beat you to it.
Yeah, you already let it be known.
Kiara Simpson checking onto the floor for Reinhardt's Eagles.
Yeah, Kiara Simpson, one of those senior leaders for this Reinhardt group. Capable jump shooter in that hybrid forward role. Trying to provide some floor spacing for them offensively.
Traylor's got 5.
Big for Spartanburg Methodist to get 2 free points there. They still have possession coming back out of the break.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, and off the rip, off the inbound, we get the whistle.
Yeah, that was Haley Traylor taking matters into her own hands. She hasn't found the range so far, but trying to just drive it into the rim and see what she can get.
21-13, she's back at the line again. Traylor's got 5 points. So far today, 2 for 4 at the line. First goes. This season, Haley Traylor has been great at the stripe, shooting almost 89%.
Great scorers always seem to find a way to get to their point total, whether that's being able to hit jumpers, getting underneath the goal and knocking down your lay-ins, or forcing your way to the free throw line.
5 on the floor for SMC. Gilliam, Traylor, Tatum, Middleton, and Wilson. For Reinhardt, it's McCutcheon, Smith, Grant, Ekwe, Blonde, Simpson.
1-2-2 zone here for Spartanburg Methodist.
Pitch down the floor for the Eagles. She fires the long ball. It clatters off the side of the iron.
Can't help but feel that this is a big moment for Spartanburg. We've been looking for something to set them alight, and perhaps Coach Campbell getting really angry is only going to help that for the Pioneers.
Yeah, potentially sparking a run for them.
Pioneers disrupted by Simpson. She'll get the block on that.
Kiara Simpson didn't play a ton, didn't play as much throughout this year as she has in seasons past, but she provides them with a lot of energy and experience, a true two-way player for this Reinhardt ball club.
Ekwe Blah back to the line. She's already got 6 points, and in this game, Ekwe Blah 1 for 3.
Those free throws so critical, especially in a game like this one between two great defensive squads. Points are going to be hard to come by.
Ekwe Blah gets the first, 22-15, a 7-point advantage for Reinhardt. She's up to 7.
Spartanburg Methodist 2 of 20 from the field, but 10 of 16 from the free throw line.
Rolls off the floor. Everybody says they have possession. I think the broadcast booth gets possession on this one.
Yeah, I mean, they can throw the ball up here. I'll shoot it. If I make it, what happens?
Tournament's over. We win.
I'll take a trophy.
Yeah, give us the trophy. It's in the hospitality suite. You know that?
I do know that.
Yeah, I thought about taking a picture of it and tweeting it.
Taking a photo of you with it.
It'd be a fun prank to hide it in my room. I don't think they'd like that.
I don't know how much fun that'll be.
This goes for the Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers. 22-17. Reinhardt leading SMC.
First field goal of the game for Destiny Middleton.
That's a crucial one to get the lid off for. Eagles entry feed to the block. Smith didn't like it. Tried it down low, couldn't get it to roll her way. Another one. This does have enough butter to roll. 24-17 and 1 as she heads to the line for Reinhardt. And she pushes her point total higher. Taylor Collins gets that to go, and now with 5.
It's the extra effort plays that Reinhardt is making that's keeping them in the lead. Taylor Collins first to that old board and scooping it up for the lay-in.
Reinhardt back in a defensive shell as the Pioneers push it around.
I think they're going to get Ekwe Blah there for the off-ball foul.
I think you're right. That is going to go against Ekwe Blah. And that'll be her 3rd foul, which is not great for Reinhardt with 3 minutes and 20 seconds still to play. In this first half, she's going to come off. Ekwe Blah, after 3 fouls, she's got 7 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. The most productive player on the floor for the Eagles has to come out because she's in foul trouble.
Yeah, she's giving them so much coming off the bench for them. Her and Taylor Collins, 13 points between them. So now you're hoping that you can get a bit more offensive production from your normal starters.
Pioneers are surging and red hot as this sails through the hands of her intended target. Ball headed back the other way with SMC. Spartanburg setting up outside and whipped across. Pumps. Wants to drive. Loose. Middleton picks it up. To the corner, the 3-ball strong. Bounces into the hands of the Eagles.
That's not really Zy Bell's game. She can hit those shots, but Reinhardt, they're comfortable allowing her to take them.
Spins on the top of the block and waved off as that's a travel.
This feels as though it's been the most stop-start second quarter I've ever seen. It's something you'd expect for a final quarter maybe, but...
Yeah, it's a hard watch.
Reinhardt perhaps the inventors of their own downfall here. 12 out of the 19 points for Spartanburg have come from free throws.
Yeah, but Reinhardt games, when they play the way that they play defensively, it can really devolve into these sort of matchups.
Rattled over the top.
They're also a team that's prone to some offensive droughts, but their defense at times can make up for it.
Tatum hands it off. She'll just fire the long 2, but nothing doing as the Eagles haul it in. Reinhardt will return to the other end of the floor.
Zy Bell, all defensive team selection matched up against Londacia Smith, first team all conference. Zy Bell winning that round.
Zy Bell's got the most steals in the conference, and it's by some way as well. It's not even close.
Trigger pull, too much.
Reinhardt's offense very stagnant here in the second quarter. Not much player movement or ball movement. It's been a ton of one-on-one work for the Eagles. Spartanburg Methodist all over him.
Bell almost loses that as we're blown dead by the official.
They're going to get a foul there on Taylor Collins, calling it preventing movement there on the screen, on the cut through.
And it's just occurred to me, you know, you said, Frank, yeah, it's start-stop. This is probably the most fouls we've seen called by an officiating crew. This is game number what? We did 8 yesterday, 4 day 1.
Don't ask me what game number
this is game 14, 16. This is game 16. This is by far the most calls we've seen in a game, and it's the 16th we've called.
Yeah, the officials really have put their stamp on this game, I would say. There's been a ton of physical contact on both sides. Traditionally, in these type of games, you would like the refs to let them play a little bit, but I digress.
Pitched off over the baseline.
Yeah, right now everybody's talking to the officials. No one's happy with the calls that are occurring on the floor. That's either the sign of a really good crew or a really bad crew, and they make no one happy.
Told you, officials are like dodgy Wi-Fi. Inconsistent and frustrating. And it just slows you down.
So dial up.
Nothing going at the line for Smith.
Yeah, again, points so hard to come by in this game. You really just feel like you have to take advantage of free opportunities.
This goes.
From the field, Spartanburg Methodist 3 of 24. Reinhardt not much better at 8 of 28. Spartanburg Methodist is in this game because of the sheer volume of free throw attempts. 20 free throw attempts to 14 of Reinhardt, 34 free throw attempts between these two teams, and we still have time left to play in the first half. Part of that is aggressiveness, part of that may be some whistle-happy officiating. Nonetheless, both teams needing to improve at the free throw line to potentially secure a win.
Drives, lets it fly, and the bank closed this late at night. A little too much sauce for her. Reinhardt will try their hand in the final minute of this first half. Eagles down low. Franklin off the glass. It's 28-20.
And Isaiah McCutcheon's checking back in, slowing it down, and finding Mackenzie Franklin for a much-needed bucket.
Tried that, and we get the call down low. Another one.
Yeah, that's going to be an offensive foul against Diamond Tatum. Maury Grant drawing the charge.
So in our last game, we had 24 combined fouls. Guess how many fouls we have in the first half of this game?
Lay it on me.
24.
That's it.
Closing in on our total of 32 from game 2 today and 29 from game number 1. I mean, this is a lot of fouls.
At least it's even. It's 12-12.
Yeah, I'm just confirming it's not our imagination. This is strong. Pinballed out.
Haley Johnson entered for the Eagles.
All the way out front to the straightaway. Tried to push it to Franklin, and we get the call for the Pioneers.
I'm not going to lie to you, Gabe, Frank. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really sure about that call.
The refs are just handing out fouls like it's Halloween candy, though, aren't they?
Curious about who that call was on. I think they're getting Franklin trying to carve out space in the post. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that one. It's been some tough whistles on both sides. I think both teams have a case. I wouldn't be happy if I'm either coach.
That's the 26th foul of the game.
Hey, and bingo, there's another foul.
And now we're up to 27.
And then I just get the feeling that that's a makeup call because Reinhardt was so upset at one call. Reed Whalen for Spartanburg Methodist was just absolutely incensed at that one being whistled.
I will be absolutely shocked if someone doesn't foul out today.
I don't know if we're going to make it out of the first half without somebody fouling out. Down to the elbow, lets it fly at the buzzer, and we're through one half of play. 28-20, the lead with the Reinhardt University Eagles over the Spartanburg Methodist College in what has been an electric first half of play between these two programs. Quite the slugfest we've got on our hands, and excited to see what's coming in half number 2 between the Eagles and Pioneers. Guys, obviously a lot of back and forth, a lot of fouls. Your thoughts on what we saw so far?
Well, I think slugfest is a great way to describe it. It's been a good old-fashioned brawl right now, a rock fight. The Reinhardt Eagles, they're very comfortable playing in that style. That's advantaged them if this continues to be a slog.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize to viewers. If viewers are people that like a good, entertaining basketball match, this has been very slow, very tough to watch, to be honest, but could only get better in the second half.
28-20, Reinhardt's Eagles lead the SMC Pioneers at the half.
Some might ask, what's the hurry? But if it's the difference between getting McDonald's breakfast and settling for a Big Mac, well, run like the wind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like that. Got him and stays fair. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we bring it to you. It's like that.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Tony, what do you think?
Quincy, it's 2 a.m. You have school tomorrow. Get some rest.
See you tomorrow, Saquon.
You got it, Quessy.
His name is Quincy. The crowd goes wild.
Hey, Quincy.
Quincy, your son's fantasies are going to destroy my house.
Speed move. Quincy, take the snap. Hike. Here comes Fred Warner.
I'm open.
He's got Jefferson.
All right. Hit the gritty?
Nah, hit the Quincy.
Where is that ball going?
Nobody was little number.
Oh no!
Bring it, little man.
Cam Jordan.
I see them all, Quincy.
Quincy's in trouble.
I got you.
He pitches it to Saquon. No! My ball!
That's on you, bro. Besides, I'm not even real.
Is this your ball? What's your name?
Quincy.
Quincy. I'm OC. I know that look. I know that dream. I had the same one. See, Quincy, doesn't have to be a dream anymore. Doesn't matter where you're born, as long as you're born to play.
Just making sure you were real.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Mental health plays a massive role in professional soccer and in sports in general. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to help each other, and you never know what somebody is going through, whether it's on the field or off the field. For me, mental health plays a huge role when it comes to goalkeeping, because a lot of times the game is not near me and not near the goalkeeper, and it's important that I stay calm and stay ready and stay connected to the team even when the play is not by me.
Once upon a time, there was a girl with golden locks. You know what? Maybe it was like a rugged, woodsy dude. Yeah. The beds were too hard, the chairs were too soft, the porridge was too... This Goldilocks wanted something tastier.
Those look just right.
First, he drove the Ram 2500 Rebel to pick up some dinner. Some really big dinner.
Tastes like chicken.
Next, he took the Ram Charger deep into the woods to flex his artistic muscles.
That was the village tree.
Then, completely abandoning the narrative, he fired up the Ram RHO for a little joyride.
Time to jump a volcano.
This is my story. But yeah, the bears were there. And they all lived happily ever after. Sorta.
Our South Carolina story is told through love. We always felt the need to take a moment for ourselves, and the ocean has always drawn us closer. Charleston was such a romantic destination, with its ancient oaks and beautiful walking paths through town. But we love hiking too, and Greenville gave us a perfect view. This is our South Carolina story. What's yours?
What's in the bag? A barbecue bacon QPC from McDonald's.
Oh, you mean the injury special? I'll play you for it. I've been waiting for you, OG. And if I win, McDonald's on me.
Oh, you know my game, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Let them know.
Yeah. Oye, vámonos. Let's get it. I got something for you, Aaliyah.
All right, let me see it. Let me see it.
All right. Yo, Stewie, winner takes the bag. You know that meal is already mine. Golly. Right here with you. Right here with you.
I see y'all.
What's that? Big Mama?
Made mine a double QPC, but a double queen.
All right. Now she blocked it. Show her.
It's a basket. It's a basket.
Ready? Yep. Looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, Swish.
Nothing but net. Get the injury special at McDonald's. Cheers. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah. Groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Some might ask, what's the hurry? But if it's the difference between getting McDonald's breakfast and settling for a Big Mac, well, run like the wind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like that. Line, got him, it stays fair. Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we bring it to you. It's like that.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Tony, what do you think?
Quincy, it's 2 a.m. You have school tomorrow. Get some rest.
See you tomorrow, Saquon.
You got it, Quessy.
His name is Quincy. The crowd goes wild.
Hey, Quincy.
Quincy! Your son's fantasies are going to destroy my house.
Spin move. Quincy, take the snap. Hike. Here comes Fred Warner.
I'm open.
He's got Jefferson.
All right. Get up on me, Papa.
Hit the gritty?
Nah, hit the Quincy.
What is that boy doing?
Nobody was little number.
Oh no!
Bring it, little man.
Cam Jordan.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Back in the second half between Reinhardt and Spartanburg Methodist College. Glad you're with us on the Southeast Sports Network. Gabriel Schreiber, Lorenzo Robinson, Frank Osborne with coverage of this one, and it's been a really, really fun start between these two.
Absolutely, and a real defensive showdown between these two squads. Points hard to come by. Also, a lot of whistles as well.
This goes underneath. Yeah, the most fouls in a game today so far in just the first half.
Yeah, it's been one of those type of games, a bit cagey, not really got going, not really helped by the stop-start. And bingo, there's the first foul of the half. If you were a betting man, would we be going for under, over 20 fouls in the second half?
Over.
Unhinged.
Over.
This is unhinged.
But two very physical ball clubs, teams who aren't afraid to mix it up. I will say I wish you would let them play a little bit more. That's what I would say. Because they both invite contact, they relish it. I think getting involved too much may take some of that out of the game. I feel like both of them should be allowed to play at their best.
They pumped the three and delivered across to Hayes. Kicked off by Franklin.
In yesterday's game for the Pioneers against Bryan, we saw 3 Bryan players fouling out, and can't say that's too common, but clearly the Pioneers absolutely love the physical game. It's probably suiting them, the slowing it down and the fouling. And
not necessarily. I think they want to try to get it up and down. That may be where they can be at their best against this Reinhardt group, because if it remains a slog, Eagles so stout defensively, that's what they do.
Take it away.
And it's Mackenzie Franklin protecting the rim. I thought she'd get some all-defensive team recognition this year. She's one of the better post defenders in the conference.
Stolen the other way. SMC Pioneers trying this and disrupted underneath.
I don't know about that call there. It looked like Latavius Wilson threw it out of bounds.
I'm sure Van Dyke won't mind the block for stats, though.
I don't want to say too much about any bad calls against Spartanburg Methodist, though.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much about any bad calls against them. I don't want them to think that I'm anti-Pioneers because of some of my comments from yesterday about their calls against Bryan.
The ref absolutely not backing himself to get this ball out.
Hey! Good to know that we had somebody on the job able to get up there. He said, I still got it. I still got it. Spartanburg Methodist now going to that press. The press gave Bryan a ton of trouble yesterday.
Floater off the glass is waved off.
Van Dyke up to 3 now.
Down to the corner, 8-point game. Drives the lane, oh, nice feed, threw down to the baseline, finished off low by Zybell, she's got 3.
Exactly, Reinhardt needs to close that back door. Zybell finding it open for the deuce.
Dish down low, Reinhardt gets it to go in response. Smith up to 8 points.
Yeah, nice cut by Londacia Smith and a great finish inside. She has great touch around the rim.
We might have a bit more of a game on our hands now. Both teams finding a bit of scoring, a bit of attacking, without the ref slowing it down.
Long feed.
Look at the black jerseys getting back.
Yeah, the good hustle as this is going to be knocked out and stay with Reinhardt. Franklin able to finesse that one in front of Haley Traylor, who couldn't hang on. First of all, I love the jerseys for both teams, actually, while you're at the black jerseys, but great hustle, and both ends of the floor. We're seeing these two fly up and down the hardwood.
For sure. Now Coach Campbell opting with a different look, putting in Ekwe Blah, trying to generate a bit more spacing for his team offensively.
Franklin fumbles this, it sails off, and the Pioneers take it over.
And the Pioneers did a great job of shrinking the floor against Franklin. Zybell operating in that free safety roamer type of role, came over into the gap to help out. Franklin never saw McCutcheons open in the corner.
from the front court, the handoff. Fires from the elbow, short.
Destiny Middleton still not able to generate any rhythm. Really, no one's been able to generate rhythm in this game from the perimeter.
On the straightaway, she drives into the lane, and a bit too much sauce on the hook shot as the Pioneers have a chance to run the floor. Bell, looking for some help, decides to try it herself and goes down hard on the baseline.
They're going to call that against Mari Grant. That's the first foul on Grant. I think it's very rare in this game to find a player without at least one foul called against them.
Yeah, there's only 2 players out of every single player that's played without a foul. Kiara Simpson and Haley Johnson.
Yeah, and those 2 players, they played for probably a grand total of 2 minutes.
Bell gets this to go. (32-25), a 7-point advantage cut to 6 as Bell gets up to 6 points herself.
Reinhardt still trying to find some type of consistency on offense. Again, a group that can at times get stagnant and be prone to these prolonged droughts.
On the straightaway, Ekwe Blah showing off what she's got, can't hit it. Return by Smith off the window for 2.
Yeah, the Reinhardt Eagles continuing to crash that offensive glass. That's been a major difference for them. Well out in front in that regard. 15 offensive rebounds on the day.
Yeah, they missed Ekwe Blah in that end portion of the quarter. She was excellent. She brings a different type of dynamism into the side.
Reinhardt led down the floor by McCutcheons.
Yeah, that's a great point. She has a different type of juice in her game, her ability at her size at that guard spot to get to the rim using her dribble.
Harassed and flipped to Ekwe Blah. 7 on the shot clock. Reinhardt pulls the trigger from the wing and it's knocked down. McCutcheons, her first bucket of the game.
Huge for Zion McCutcheons, the first team all-conference selection. She's been very quiet so far today.
Fouled as she travels to the baseline, and so with a call, we'll keep it down there. She's gonna head to the stripe.
Yeah, and you can hear Tony Campbell yelling at Lana Van Dyke, yes, it was a foul. Telling his player, yes, you got her with the body. You got to try to jump straight up and use your verticality.
3 now for Lana, who has yet to record a point. Gilliam can't get that to go.
Yeah, as the foul calls starting to rack up, that may change the way that those post players approach defensively.
That's now Spartanburg up to 16 points from free throws.
So Van Dyke just entering the game now, already exiting after that 3rd foul.
Which Van Dyke's going to foul out first?
Ekwe Blah almost pickpocketed, hangs onto it. Collins goes down into the block. Back out to Ekwe Blah, who goes wide. Collins dished, and Smith on the drive disrupted after the call.
Media timeout coming up.
And with the media timeout, we're going to take a look at our bracket, which is not fully up to date, but close enough. We'll be able to walk you through it. It's going to be 1 game off as we just played a women's game a moment ago. So this is the bracket at the start of today. Again, the top game, the semifinal game in the center middle of your screen. Milligan and Pikeville is in the books, and Milligan is returning to the championship tomorrow to play the winner of this game. We're at the bottom middle. Day 3, Reinhardt and Spartanburg Methodist. You can see the path they took to get here.
Absolutely. That Milligan U-Pike game was a ton of fun. Milligan coming out on top, Samaj Clark leading the way. We're going to see who's going to do battle with them in our finale tomorrow.
Well, it's interesting. Milligan, obviously not too far away from here, haven't really been at the hotel, not really being a presence watching the game, so they're here watching this one, and I don't think they'd have really been able to see too much. It's been too stop-start to see many plays, really.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because of the way this game has been played, has carried out, this isn't what they're going to see tomorrow at all, no matter who wins.
Because of the way this game has been played?
Carried out. Played and carried out.
It's being played.
Officiated. Do we not want to say that? Do we not want to say that?
You know, I don't know. Just,
33 fouls?
Dished across. Stolen by the Pioneers. Down the floor, Spartanburg Methodist.
Now, what I will say is the way that Spartanburg Methodist has defended over the course of this tournament is very consistent with the way that they defended during the regular season. 8 steals in this one. Second in the conference in steals per game entering this week.
They are not helping me minimize the quantity of calls. Like immediately, there's another foul.
So if we want to tell the story, we got to tell the full story.
From the corner, it's short. Yeah, I mean, there's been worse. You know, those first 3 games, they let them play. And they're just trying to control it through the officiating, through fouls with a whistle.
I wouldn't mind if they upped what they consider a foul and just see how physical this game can get if you just let it run.
Yeah, so now you really make it so subjective when you call a ticky-tack foul. Now any bit of contact, if I'm the coach, I'm saying, what about that one?
Rolls, and the butter is enough to get it to go.
Yeah, you want to see these great players get a chance to find some rhythm. I believe that we can have a great game on our hands. A lot of talent on the floor. Just let them play.
Reinhardt showing off the handles. Smith. Back to Collins.
Rondation Smith, Reinhardt's leading scorer. She's been pretty quiet so far.
Franklin backing down Johnson and foul. That's her 3rd.
Yeah, Mackenzie Franklin trying to force the issue. She has the size advantage down low against Crystal Johnson, trying to take it just straight through her chest.
Franklin's only got a foul so far, so that's actually nuts. Mackenzie Franklin, 5 points in this game so far. This season, 65% at the line.
She has 5 points, but she's been a consistent presence on the glass with 10 rebounds so far today. Also 1 block shot.
Franklin goes over at the line.
And again, with how hard points have been to come by in a game like this, you can't give up opportunities. Unforced error for Spartanburg Methodist gives the ball back to the Eagles.
Yeah, they just lose it. Down the baseline. Out to the straightaway, Reinhardt. Eagles on the top of the block from the wing, the 3. Skiffs off the back, off the top and out.
And I really feel like both teams at this point, they're trying their best to find some type of way to create some offense. The defenses have been really tuned in, but at the same time, there's no way to generate any sort of rhythm with the pace that this game has been forced to be played at. Eagles comfortable switching that guard-to-guard screening action at the top of the key.
Down the block, into the lane, just falls off the side.
Great vertical defense there by Mackenzie Franklin, keeping her hands high.
Reinhardt to Smith. She'll pull the trigger, and the 3 goes wide. 37-29. SMC Pioneers try this on the run as she goes down hard. Franklin going to catch that.
Yeah, nobody stopped the ball in transition, allowed Najee Gilliam to get right to the rim.
Right, are we placing bets which Van Dijk gets the fourth foul quickest? They're both on now.
I don't know if I want to play that game with you, man.
I'm trying to play that game.
I don't know if I want to play that game with you.
This goes. Second as well, finding its way to the bottom of the net.
Spartanburg Methodist going back into that press. Reinhardt struggling to break it. Another turnover forced by Spartanburg Methodist, their 10th steal of the game. They turned over Bryant repeatedly yesterday, now starting to do the same against the Reinhardt Eagles. This Spartanburg Methodist defense is for real.
Could that be that moment? We've just seen the bench up celebrating for the Methodist. Do we think that's the moment that's gonna ignite them into a bit of a run?
And if you're just looking at these benches, you really couldn't tell which team has the lead and which team doesn't. Reinhardt, very low energy. Spartanburg Methodist, they are well into it.
This at the line, 37-31. 2.5 still in the third.
It felt like Reinhardt was in control for most of this game, but Spartanburg Methodist, the play here, play there. They've cut the lead to 5.
Happened fast.
And back in that press. Got to get the ball to the middle of the floor.
Reinhardt. Down the sideline, Eagles. Out front to McCutcheons. Long ball, dribbles and fires off the window. Van Dijk gets it to go.
Yeah, that was a great job of the Eagles of noticing the cross match. Diamond Tatum, the smallest player on the floor, against Lana Van Dijk, the biggest player on the floor. Eagles will take that battle every time.
Yeah, that's not the first time she's been in one of those mismatches today as well. Something that the Methodists need to really look at.
And Crystal Johnson not going to get a ton of room going up against Van Dijk there.
Pinballed away, just got fingertips onto it. Crystal Johnson can't haul it in as McCutcheons regathers. With a 7-point advantage, Reinhardt fires from the elbow. She knocks it down. A big one for McCutcheons as she pushes her point total to 5.
Diamond Tatum's done a good job making McCutcheons work for her shots, but McCutcheons better offense on that possession.
Drives, kick to the corner, 3-ball for Gilliam. Pinball's out. Reinhardt leads by 9.
That was a rare open look for Spartanburg Methodist.
Spin move as we get the foul inside Ekwe Blah.
I think they're going to call that one on the floor.
I think so as well. He waved it off right away. So to bring some math to it, the average game in the league nationally,
don't do it.
35 to 40 fouls. We were on pace for 60 at the half. Not a big deal.
Lord.
You know, the officials are getting their cardio in. We're playing a good game at the charity stripe, and the clock, it's moving forward a little bit.
Do they get paid by the whistle?
Occasionally, that's crazy. Frequent flyer miles being awarded to us at the foul line tonight.
Lord.
Gold status.
Lord, platinum.
Called them flow rider the way they blow that whistle, baby.
Van Dijk splits the triple team. McCutcheons back to her. Lena. 2 defenders all over him. McCutcheons space. Rims out. Drives. She's got a lane and goes down hard as we get the call. The offensive foul against the Pioneers.
And it hasn't been a great game offensively from Maury Grant, but stepping up on the defensive end, drawing that offensive foul. finding a way to remain effective. Spartanburg Methodist back in that 1-2-2 press. Got to keep the ball out of the corner, get it into the middle of the floor.
Long pitch. Shot clock, game clock separated by 3. Reinhardt way back on the front court.
Zy Bell, all defensive selection, guarding Isaiah McCutcheons. Bell was so disruptive yesterday against Bryan.
Reinhardt to the elbow, fires from the wing, short, pinballs and falls. 2 seconds on the clock. 1, Tatum didn't get it off in time, as that's going to take us to the final quarter in an absolute battle between these two. 44-32 Reinhardt lead. We're back. 3 balls short. Welcome to our final period of the semifinal in Kingsport between the Reinhardt Eagles and SMC Pioneers.
That's Lana Van Dyken getting her 4th foul. Frank, you would have won yourself some money, man.
Chloe Van Dyke's got her 4 as well.
Oh, you would have lost.
Very impressed with the growth of this Spartanburg Methodist program immediately after joining the Appalachian Athletic Conference. They've made it to the final night of the tournament and are in a dogfight and a chance to advance to the championship bout tomorrow.
For sure, you can tell the development of this program. The arrow is absolutely trending in the right direction. Coach Reed Whaling has done a great job with this group, and they have the potential to have some staying power within the AAC.
Yeah, they've done a lot of great things over the last few years. This men's and women's basketball team at SMC are 2 really, really nice spots for them down there in South Carolina. I think I've talked about it once or twice. The Pioneer fans have heard this already for sure. But Peterson, their most impressive product over the last couple of years, who's at Presbyterian, played on ESPNU last night against High Point. He's just nuts.
We're going to get a foul call here. I believe they're going to get it on Taylor Collins with the push on the floor, not Van Dyke on the swat. That's going to send Zy Bell to the free throw line. How many fouls are we up to, Gabe?
Man, I don't know. They slowed down a lot.
40.
This rolls and goes.
40.
So the average in a game tops out around 40, 45 in the NAIA. It's all right. It's okay. This goes. They're doing their best or whatever.
I think what sums it up, though, is Spartanburg have scored 36 points and 23 of them have been free throws. That's mental.
Battle that and able to get it away, but with a timeout on the floor between these two. 44-36 in Kingsport. 9 minutes to play in our semifinal from Kingsport, Tennessee.
Spartanburg Methodist now in the zone look, trying to force the Eagles to bomb it from long range.
The bomb comes, but it's strong. Pitched across, lets it fly. This is weak. Cut off.
And that's really the one player that Spartanburg Methodist cannot afford to leave open. Taylor Collins has already hit a pair of triples today.
Yeah, she's up to 9 points and second on the roster in scoring behind Smith, who's got 10. 7 for Taylor, Bell, and Middleton for SMC. Smith fights her way down the side of the block and grabbed by Bell.
Right, here's one. Going back to our tournament-long argument, I'd argue that both teams don't look like they're having fun today, and especially the winning team.
Well, you know what? You know what? If you end up with the win, then I think you'll say you had fun.
I bet they won't. None of them look like they're having fun.
I'll tell you, if I win, I'll have fun. It was all worth it. Nothing else matters if you get the win. You know, if you win a championship by 1, you know what they call you? Champion.
Oh! 44-36, trouble at the center court stripe as we get the call. A timeout on the floor.
Yeah, that was the good old-fashioned flinch right there that Zy Bell ended up getting tricked by and losing the basketball. But Spartanburg Methodist still in this game, only trailing by 8. They have to find a way to generate some type of consistency on offense. It's really been hard to be consistent with the volume of fouls that we've seen, with the way that things have gone. But if Spartanburg Methodist can scrounge together some good looks, they can find a way to make something happen.
I think what's been impressive for me, I know we've spoke about the fouls and whatever about that, but Reinhardt have 47 total rebounds to Spartanburg's 26. That's something that we've touched on before the game, how good they are at giving themselves a second chance from the attack. I mean, their shooting percentages haven't been brilliant from distance, 4 from 22, but they've been allowing themselves to have more chances after the missed shots because of how good their rebounds are.
Absolutely. That sheer volume just gives you so many bites at the apple. You have to hope that the law of averages comes into play and you regress to the mean in some form or fashion. Things have to even out. That's what you think when you give yourself more opportunities.
Delivered on for SMC's Pioneers. Crystal Johnson got us started. Zy Bell working with it.
Yeah, a little bit of cross-matching there. Van Dyke on the guard. Now she switched back on to Crystal Johnson.
Oh, the washing machine won't go as it's hauled in by Reinhardt's Van Dyke.
Yeah, that was a great job helping by Taylor Collins coming over from the weak side. Spartanburg Methodist still struggling from the field.
McCutcheons.
In a game like this, an 8-point lead almost feels like 18.
Floater on the corner. Drives down to the mid-post, in trouble as she fades and gets it to go. Float up the bank. They're open at late night in Kingsport, Tennessee.
For sure, Yolanda Van Dyke having the size advantage over Johnson, just throwing that one up, getting it on the glass.
Middleton drives and foul.
And I like to see that from Destiny Middleton. I've seen that a bit more here in the second half, just trying to force the issue, get into the paint, and draw contact. That's probably been the best form of attack for Spartanburg Methodist in this game. They have 13 points that have come courtesy of field goals, 23 from the free throw line. Now 24.
And it's been stop-start, but the game's still in touching distance for the Pioneers. It feels as though Reinhardt have been in control, but turn it on, and it's going to become a very close game. It's going to become scrappy. There's not that many points in it.
And now they're back to that press. Reinhardt, you got to try to keep the ball in the middle of the court.
Pitched long, down to the end of the floor. She gets it to go off the window. Reinhardt's Eagles leading by double digits, 48-38.
Yeah, that was great body control by Daisha Smith to finish it.
Middleton fighting down low, blocked. Outside from the straightaway goes. Spartanburg Methodist gets a 3 in response to the 2-ball by Smith, who's got a dozen points.
Just the second made 3 of the game for Spartanburg Methodist coming in the fourth quarter. Can Haley Traylor play hero once more?
Traylor's up to 10 points. Now the call down low, as this will go with the Pioneers.
Yeah, and we saw yesterday Haley Traylor not afraid to put her body on the line for her ball club, drawing yet another offensive foul.
Man, she got beat up yesterday by the Bryan Lions. They let her have it.
You can see now she's starting to pick it up a little bit, her intensity level rising, and that just permeates throughout their entire roster. You can tell they feed off of her.
Bell gives it off to Wilson. Flipped forward and stolen by the Reinhardt Eagles. They've got a head of steam. Reinhardt slows it. McCutcheons. Ekwe Blah, entry feed. Van Dyke bangs against Middleton, and it rolls down into the twine. She's got 6 points.
And Reinhardt played with pace on that possession. Got the ball up the floor. Van Dyke able to take advantage of the mismatch. The help not getting there in time.
Game's starting to come alive now. It's taking its time.
Foul stopped. Middleton flips it to Traylor outside. She'll pull the trigger and gets it to go. Latavius Wilson gets it to go from Johnson City, Tennessee. It's her first bucket of the game, and it's a 3-ball to bring us within 6 in Kingsport. College basketball in Kingsport, Tennessee, and an instant classic brewing in our semifinal game. We have had a day of instant classics and a week full of the best games you can imagine on the Southeast Sports Network. Spartanburg Methodist's entire run through the tournament has been instant classics, one after another, highlight reel tapes. And now they're taking on the Reinhardt University Eagles, one of the most historic women's basketball programs in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and maybe the country, I would say, and doing great. Very, very good matchup between these two so far.
And they already have some experience slaying one Titan of the AAC in Bryan.
Uh-oh, take it away, SMC Pioneers off the window. Traylor's got a dozen points.
And that's how they got going against Bryan, forcing turnovers at a high rate.
And the foul, Middleton says, that's on me. It's just her second of the game.
And how rare is that for one of the best players on the team having 2 fouls in this game?
Game is starting to heat up a bit now, eventually. I mean, I will take this opportunity to give a shout out to the Reinhardt social media user who recommended me to keep it simple at Waffle House yesterday. We've not spoke about Waffle House yet, but...
Oh, that was the Reinhardt social media user. That was the SID of the school.
And his recommendation was good. I kept it simple, and it was an enjoyable experience.
That's a great dude, David Finney. Scramble down inside and jump ball.
Yeah, Spartanburg Methodist starting to turn up the heat on defense. You can tell that Reinhardt beginning to feel some pressure. They're bringing back their all-conference pair in Londacia Smith and Isaiah McCutcheons.
Spent the halftime of the game with both athletic directors talking about today's game and things they're working on, and First of all, both of them are fired up about this game. This is a wild slugfest. SMC's team is red hot, as you can see.
Zybell with the interception.
Wants to go the distance, and it's off the mark. And Van Dyke goes down. Hopefully she's all right.
Yeah, she took the brunt of that contact with Zybell, who came over from the weak side. She never got a chance to see her and brace for that impact.
Making a change on the floor. We talked about this game, how excited they were about it, how good a couple of the players are playing. They came up by name, but we also talked about Reinhardt's expansion. And John Burton recently transitioned from being the head baseball coach that had gone to the World Series and done so well a couple of times to being the AD. And the facility upgrades that he's working on has done, I don't know what's public and what's not, but what is public is crazy. And what's been done is crazy. It's really impressive work. That campus growing like wildfire.
And all I can say is, stay tuned.
Drives to the end line and goes down hard on the boardwalk. SMC taking over with the ball. They trail by just 2 possessions.
Another offensive foul drawn. This time it's Latavius Wilson. Spartanburg Methodist, they're fired up. You can tell the bench getting into it. The energy has shifted. The momentum has swung into the direction of the upset-minded Pioneers.
Well, that's something that Haley Traylor was speaking about with me yesterday in the interview, how they're so committed to getting hit. They don't mind getting smashed if they're going to win the foul and get the ball back.
From the elbow, pulls the trigger on the top of the block wide, hauled in by Smith. Reinhardt takes over.
Yeah, it just feels like Reinhardt needs someone to get some sort of offense going.
Wing, Equeblois. Drives, kicks it back up top. The spin move, Equeblois, tons of room, pulls the trigger and buries the 3. She's got 10 points, and Reinhardt leads 53-46.
Huge shot for Equeblois. She's been one of the few players for Reinhardt that's been able to shoot the ball well consistently, knocking down that shot. Spartanburg Methodist, after that foul from Isaiah McCutcheons, they are in the bonus. Also, McCutcheons up to 4 fouls on the game. Reinhardt has 3 players with 4 fouls: Taylor Collins, Isaiah McCutcheons, and Chloe Van Dyke.
This goes.
With the way that McCutcheons plays defense, she is definitely at risk of that 5th foul if she plays with that normal level of edge and intensity. Something to watch for. A long time to play with 4 fouls.
Mackenzie Franklin back into the game in place of Lena Van Dyke. Trailer's up to 12 points.
I will say there's been players that have been on high fouls for a while, so they've been disciplined to not just make it ridiculous, to slow it down a bit.
Popped into the air, out to the wing, another wide open 3, and Equeblois hits him on back-to-back trips down the floor. It's an 8-point game, and Reinhardt is in the driver's seat.
Huge 3s.
Rolls and finds the bottom of the twine. Back within a couple of possessions, it's 56-50.
Okay, so this is looking more like the game we expected to see coming in.
Pitched to the wing, all the way back to the front court.
Equeblois knocking down those shots, critical for a Reinhardt offense that seems stuck in mud.
Fires it up awkwardly in traffic, and it's hauled in on the baseline by SMC.
Yeah, I think Grant thought there was some contact initially, changed the shot.
Whoa. Taken down. Grant over the top to Equeblois. Maria.
Expect to see Reinhardt maybe try to free up Equeblois once more. She's feeling it.
McCutcheons defended by Bell. Loses her on the screen from Franklin. Equeblois wide open from the straightaway. Turn the lights off. I can't watch anymore. Three balls in a row, and Reinhardt leads 59-50 with 2.5 to play.
Coming up big off the bench for Reinhardt. Ekwe Blah up to 16 for the Eagles.
Well, Spartanburg Methodist have got to do a better job at not allowing her that much space. Felt like she had the freedom of Kingsport to get that away.
SMC cashes this in. Money from Middleton.
So that's now a few possessions in a row where Spartanburg Methodist is counting by 2s. Reinhardt's counting by 3s. That's not going to cut it when you're trailing.
Ekwe Blah somehow finessed it through Smith, loses this. It rolls off the floor and caught the knee of a Pioneer.
Again, it just feels like you have to attach an extra body to Ekwe Blah. You cannot afford to allow her the chance to get those open looks. No one else has been hitting shots for Reinhardt, at least those who are on the floor. Got to keep Ekwe Blah covered.
On the wing, McCutcheons. Dish to Ekwe Blah and the call for the Pioneers. Calling that against Franklin McKenzie. Mackenzie Franklin, rather, excuse me.
Now under 2 minutes remaining. This is the time where Haley Traylor came alive for Spartanburg Methodist yesterday.
They could use her here. Middleton from the top of the block. The floater regathered down low, gets it to go. And in the low post, it's Hayes who's got 9 points. A 5-point game, 83 seconds to play. Could they slay another giant in Kingsport? Ekwe Blah is hoping not. This one pitched forward. Reinhardt back across, didn't pull the trigger.
The one thing that is for sure, Spartanburg Methodist will not be sent home without fighting.
Yeah, they've done a good job to fight here. Reinhardt in need of a big-time bucket.
Somebody's buses need to be warming up as this goes to the 2-ball, 61-54. One team going home in less than a minute. Pioneers fires, Trailer off the heel of the iron. Floater down the floor, Ekwe Blah, tons of room for the Reinhardt Eagles as she'll hit the brakes and is fouled intentionally with a 7-point lead. And just like that, it goes from being a maybe to a unlikely.
Yeah, heads up play by Ekwe Blah, deciding not to force the issue, retreating and forcing Spartanburg Methodist to put a foul on the board.
Reinhardt notably has been abysmal at the charity stripe today. Awful at 50%.
Yeah, but you got to give yourself an opportunity. You don't want to just throw something wild and then put the ball loose, allowing Spartanburg Methodist to get closer.
Push through, down low, blocked.
Yeah, that was Ekwe Blah trying Destiny Middleton at the rim. Middleton top 5 in the conference in blocks.
Very quiet in here.
A lot of tension. Spartanburg Methodist still need to foul one more time in order to get Reinhardt into the bonus.
And down low gets the foul.
That's exactly not what they would have wanted by going for the foul.
But they gave Maury Grant just a sliver of space. She was able to take advantage, scoring a chance for one more. Maury Grant, 8 points so far today, 6 rebounds. Reinhardt, their struggles at the line continue. Coach Reed, wailing of the Pioneers, wants to have a conversation with his crew. Trailing by 9, it may be difficult to overcome.
Difficult, putting it lightly.
Hasn't been an easy one for Spartanburg Methodist. Overall, 12 of 51 from the field, 3 of 15 from 3. They've struggled to find consistency all night long. Haley Traylor has been stymied for most of this game. Does she have some type of heroics left in her? Can Destiny Middleton maybe give them something? Who's going to be the one that starts this momentum swing?
Yeah, I don't really think Spartanburg Methodist coaches will be shocked. If they've got their shooting percentages in the 20%, you can't really expect to be winning in a conference quarterfinal that this is, semi-final, sorry, that this is.
Seconds to play in Kingsport. 30.4 on the clock as it's inbounded. SMC Pioneers trailing by 9. Floater taken down by Franklin. That's all she wrote. Reinhardt going to be able to dribble this out. Fouled. They'll go to the line.
And you know what? It may have been choppy. It may have been stop-start. It may have been ugly. But the name of the game at this point in the season, survive and advance.
I thought it was something about having fun.
Yeah.
This goes.
It's all about surviving and advancing, continuing to give yourself a chance. Every game's gonna have its own makeup. So because one game looks like something, another game may not look the same. All I know is it's gonna be a great showdown. Reinhardt and Milligan have been on a collision course all season long. That's gonna be a ton of fun tomorrow.
10-point game. Pioneers fire. Middleton short. Pinballed into the air, and congratulations to the Reinhardt Eagles as this one pulled down late. What a season for Spartanburg Methodist and the Pioneers. They started off hot with 4 wins in a row. Took down Thomas, Abraham, Baldwin, Georgia Gwinnett, then took down Voorhees and played a really tough stretch. Didn't do too well through November. Got into December and just played a couple of games before the turn of the year. Then in January, well, they were almost undefeated in January. Tennessee Wesleyan, Carolina, Montreat, Columbia, Union, Bernal, the Golden Tigers, they looked fantastic. Streaky through the rest of the regular season, but showed out here in Kingsport. And this is a program on the upswing, and they've got a lot to be proud of, especially the stick-to-itiveness and grit in these tournament games, Lorenzo.
Definitely looking forward to seeing the future for this Pioneer group.
I'm excited for it as well. Lorenzo, brief thoughts on the big win for Reinhardt.
Reinhardt dominating on the glass, 55-32 was the mark. Eagles finding a way to get a gritty win, setting up a rematch with the Milligan Buffs.
Really exciting stuff. I know you talked a little bit about the expectations for Milligan, but let's keep it here for one more minute. Spartanburg Methodist has to be so proud of this season before we meet our player of the game. Who would you say was the player of the game, or maybe the tournament for SMC?
I would say it was Haley Traylor. Haley Traylor put her body on the line for her group on multiple occasions, drawing offensive fouls, and then offensively controlling the tempo of the game for them, coming up with big buckets. She gave them chances on multiple occasions. That would be my player of the tournament for Spartanburg Methodist.
I couldn't agree more. Well-deserved. And as you can see, my man is standing by. This is Frank Osborne with Ekwe Blah, our player of the game.
Thanks, Gabe. I'm joined with Audrey Ekwe Blah. First of all, congratulations into the final. How does that feel?
It feels great. It feels amazing.
And Milligan, it's not going to be an easy game. You've been able to watch them. Any thoughts going into that game?
We just got to be the tougher team, man. We got to lock down on defense, stick to our principles, and just play our game.
Now, talk me through that game. It was a frustrating game, I imagine. Talk me through it.
I mean, I love a scrappy team. I mean, I've been through so much. I know I'm built for this, and I just came to play.
And 52 fouls in the end, that must be frustrating to play in.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the refs can be a little shaky, but we got to play through that too.
And you had 3 fouls in the first quarter. How do you have to be disciplined to not get any more after that?
I just knew I had to play smart, just not foul, be disciplined, and just, stick to what I know.
And your pace was a real problem in the early stages of the game. They couldn't really deal with the pace in behind, and then they dropped off and you were good from distance. What confidence does that bring you coming into the game against Milligan, who are obviously going to be a difficult opponent?
Just to keep playing our game and just to keep being confident and know that we came here to do something, and it can be done by God's way. So.
And you've been able to watch Milligan and their strengths. You got any pre-match preparation, or has that not been talked about yet?
Oh, we got pre-match. We got it. We got it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck tomorrow. Congratulations on today's win.
Thank you.
Frank Osborne with SESN.
Frank, thanks so much. Great interview. Ekwe Blah, an incredible performance. Appreciate her, the Reinhardt Eagles. Congratulations to them on a fantastic performance. They advance to take on the Buffs of Milligan tomorrow in the AAC championship game. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the app or platform where you viewed it. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network and Tri Media. For Lorenzo Robinson, for Frank Osborne, all the players, all the fans, the crew, the staff, and more, I'm Gabriel Schrei saying so long from Kingsport, Tennessee, where your final score, Reinhardt 66, Spartanburg 56.
My West Hollywood story is exploring the iconic boulevards, endless shopping, and beautiful galleries. Inspiration is endless in West Hollywood. The neighborhood tells stories of established and emerging artists. You will find fashion and styles from all over the world here. A California sunset is the perfect way to end our day. We will take VIP tickets to this show every night. Our vacation is just getting started. This is our West Hollywood story. Come and find yours.
LA Galaxy belongs on the best surfaces. Whether you're the best player or the best fan, every goal, every tackle, every last-second battle, it all requires precision, performance, and passion. The LA Galaxy trust AstroTurf to provide the best surfaces, because champions deserve the best. AstroTurf, the official synthetic turf and hybrid field building partner of the LA Galaxy.
My dad was a farmer. And when I saw him on a horse, the guy was bigger than life. One of the things that he had a hard time doing was showing the emotion. Maybe it was because the way he was raised, or believing that men provide and they don't struggle. But we all struggle. I want to show emotion to my kids. I want them to know when I'm happy, I want them to know when I'm sad, and I want them to see me working through things. The biggest reward I get from being a dad is watching my kids accomplish a goal, watching them light up. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face. So I make my kids a priority. Whether it's hitting a baseball, a dance rehearsal, you name it, I'm there. They're gonna remember that they grew up loved. Be brave. Be there every day. And allow your kids to know that it's okay to struggle. That even dad doesn't know the answer sometimes, but we're gonna figure it out together.